Alright, this is the unboxing video for Imperial Harvest. Just about an hour ago I received these items, which you can see here. We've got the engineer card, which will be coming with the penny gem pack. Good card stock, feels good. Here's our quest deck for those of you guys that ordered it. I'll open it up really quick before we get to the main course. Got all the cards there, various icons indicating what the quests are. You can get a sampling of some of those. So these are really fun. I enjoy playing with them. Probably won't play any game of Imperial Harvest without them if I have the choice. We'll do the let's do the Merchants and Magic expansion first, because this is where we're going to get the wood tokens. So here's the expansion. Our lovely merchant Hydra. Let's take her on the bottom. That's good. And up here on top, it's ready to go. Let's see what we got inside here. We've got bits and cards. So let's pull those bits out. Yep, that's beautiful. Got our golden gray. See the thickness there. One side has black arrows, the other side has empty arrows. So you can use that to indicate if you're playing with more than 2 players, you can indicate which team's controlling which characters. This is the instruction card for Merchants and Magic. Right. Okay, we had a slight technology interruption, so we're back. I was explaining the cards from Merchants and Magic, so here's the rules that explain how the item cards work, along with a description of each of the character powers. And then we've got the cards themselves. There's the Wyvern, there's the Merchant, there's the Dryad. And then the Merchant, of course, comes with his Merchant deck. So we've got the backs of the cards here, lovely, showing all the items that you might get, and the actual items that have their own unique sort of powers. Some are one-time use, some are multiple uses. So that is the Merchants and Magic expansion. You've got the 3 character cards, the pack of cards for the Merchant, and these lovely wooden bits. Now we get on to the main course here. So we're going to open this game up and see what we've got. First thing you're going to notice, it's a nice thick box. This is 2mm, so I'm able to stand on one of these guys. Got the information there on the back. There's the side panels. There's the front, beautiful. As we open it up, we've got our sides. Again, check out 8 Kingdoms. Just a couple weeks, we'll be launching. Oh, alright, we've got our rule book. Very lovely rule book. Feels good, good quality. Explains all the typical stuff. Rulebook looks thick. Well, yeah, relatively speaking. But most of this is a glossary and an explanation of the character powers, and an explanation of the setup, how to set up the board if you're going to play the standard game, or if you want to come up with multiple ways of setting up the board for the 4-player game. But the actual rules are really small. You got like 3 or 4 pages here. So, easy to teach, easy to learn. Alright, now we come to the box itself. Ooh, look at that. There's the cloth mat that everybody gets. Folded up very neatly. There's the full board, 2-player experience. Of course, you don't need the play mat to play, but it does make it a bit easier if you're wanting to throw and go. Folds up very compactly, so we'll put that off to the side. We've got the Hydra tokens. So you only get the color tokens for the characters in the Merchants and Magic expansion, but the Hydras you get in the base game because we let that stretch goal. So there's the Hydras. It's awesome. What is this? More baggies for people that want to put their bits together when they're done. All right, character cards. First thing you're going to notice is the blanket cards, so we can see the two respective teams right there. You place these on top of the characters when they're resting. We've got our player aid cards, one for each player. We've got the turn order card, same on the back as well as the front. Hydra, same thing, both sides. And then we've got all these lovely characters to look at. So we've got the Ranger, the Puppeteer, these are the advanced sides, the Nymph, Minotaur, Hound, Basilisk, Sorceress, Skin Changer, Bard, Barbarian, Regent, Monk, Imperial Guardian, and another Bard. So a whole bunch of characters that were added as part of the campaign. You can see these are the 4 gold team, the Imperial Servants, and these are the 4 silvers, the Northern Raiders. And then these are the iridescent, wild, unaffiliated characters. And of course, if you're resting these characters, so if you're on the Imperial Servants team here, you use the blanket card, place it here to indicate this character is resting for that turn. So that's how that mechanic works. So all these lovely cards, I'm going to put over here to the side and get to the box itself. There's our punch board. We packed it in real tight, as you saw before. So we've got, this looks great. Got our strawberries on one side, and there's the item tokens, which you can use for the Merchants and Magic expansion to indicate characters carrying items. Otherwise, you'll just be using the strawberry side. You do have an excess of strawberries, so you won't run out. Well, let's go ahead and start punching these. So we've got, let's just punch out all the big ones first here. Got our square tiles. You see how they're double-sided. Here. Different hedges on each side. And there's only 4 of the regular square tiles, and we've got our camps. So there's the Northern Raider camp. There's the Strawberry camp for the Northern Raiders. There's the Imperial Servants camp. Their Strawberry camp. And we've got our rectangular hedges over here. So you see these all fit in here pretty neatly. Bits. We also have the moats, our bridges that go on the moats. Here are the character tokens for the base game. If you don't have the blocks over here, which are nice, but these are pretty nice too. They're pretty thick, so they're going to be easy enough to pick up, but you're going to get less jostling if you've got the larger, thicker pieces, which is why we wanted to include those. We've got the white arrows on one side and the black arrows on the other. And that's why you're going to want the baggies that are included in the game for your bits. But I'm going to punch these out real quick. We've got 8 archetypes. And the bridges, of course, is going to go on your moat to indicate. This is kind of a boring part here, so we're going to try and go fast. And here's our hedge token and the chopped hedge. So when you place this here on the board, you indicate planting a hedge there, or alternatively, if you want to chop that hedge and make it go away. I've got that. So those go with the Monk and the Barbarian. So here's all the punch board we get to toss when we're done. And fit it all in here. So I'm going to bag all this since we've got a lot of bits and I want to keep them all organized. Like I said, you've got your hedge tiles, got your moats, you've got your character cards, player aids, hydro cards, point score tracker, all that stuff. Rule book, very nice rule book. Fits in there great. There's still enough space in the box for all of these bits. You can see there's tons of space in the box over here. With these guys, and drop the wood tokens in there, and everything will fit beautifully, bagged. So I'll show another picture once I bagged everything, but here's the entire contents of Imperial Harvest in a quick blink. Alright, so this is the final shot I wanted to show you of all the pieces here. I've organized it since I'm going to be playing this pretty regularly. This is the way I would like to organize my pieces if I'm getting both a copy of Merchants and Magic as well as Imperial Harvest with the base game. So we've got the rulebook in here. We've got our tokens, strawberry and item tokens and gold coins, the victory point tokens. Got my cloth mat and the moats, which fits in pretty neatly in there in the box. And then here I've got all my wood tokens as well as the rectangular and square tiles. So those just I can drop them in there easily. So essentially this is the playing board with all the pieces that you're going to need for every game. So regardless, you're going to be pulling this entire thing out. And then over here, of course, we've got all of our characters. So I've organized the Northern Raider tokens. If I choose to use those instead of the wood tokens, there they are, along with the chopped hedges for the Barbarian. Each team sets up 2 bridges at the beginning of the game, so I went ahead and dropped those in their baggie. And same thing with the Imperial Servants. Oh, there's the Merchant deck. Imperial Servants right here. The Imperial Servants got the same thing. Tokens, bridges, they're a playing card. So then they're ready to go. Got my quest deck, since I don't want to play without that. And the merchant cards I mentioned before. And of course, just all the player cards. So got 4 packs of cards and then the player aids and this is everything else you're going to need to play your game. So I can give these to players and say pick your characters, and then I can set up the game board while everybody's doing that, and this will quickly facilitate things. Snap these all in there. Essentially, my Merchants and Magic box is my character box for personal preference. You can choose to organize them the way they came. Since I'm going to have both, all my characters in here, all my board bits in here, they fit well, organized. Solid game. So, hope you guys enjoy your copies. We'll be sending them out shortly as soon as we get the full assembled copies from What's Games, which is right there. And that's it. Thanks again for backing.